My name is Sarah Ashley, Program Specialist for the Science and Mathematics Academy at Aberdeen High School. Welcome to the 2020 Gallery Walk Award ceremony. During this difficult time, we hope that tonight's ceremony brings some fun into your home so that everyone can hear, everyone can enjoy. Please keep your microphones and cameras off until instructed otherwise. Joining us this evening, virtually of course, are Harford County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Sean Bolson, Harford County Public Schools Board of Education member Dr. David Bauer, Aberdeen High School Principal Mr. Michael Quigg, our keynote speaker, SMA 2012 graduate Lucy Wright, Science and Mathematics Academy faculty members, and most importantly, our SMA students and their families. Please welcome SMA junior Jacob Bueller to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. Please welcome Mackenzie Klepsig, who will be presenting our first guest.
Hi, my name is Mackenzie, and I'm a junior at the Science and Mathematics Academy. During my 3 years at the SMA, I've met so many people, teachers and students included, that are willing to help me with my success. I've learned so much from the teachers who devote every day to teaching us students, and I've grown as a person with the help of the many friends I have made, many of which are here today. It is my pleasure to introduce Harford County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Sean Bolson. Dr. Bolson holds a bachelor's degree in international relations from American University, a master's degree in English for speakers of other languages from Marymount University, and a doctoral degree in educational leadership from George Washington University. He began his education career in Montgomery County Public Schools, where he was an ESOL teacher, assistant principal, director of school performance, and community superintendent. In 2011, he relocated to North Carolina to become a superintendent of Wilson County Schools. During his tenure, Dr. Bolson served on the North Carolina House Education Innovation Committee. In 2016, Dr. Bolson joined the University of North Carolina system to lead an initiative to open laboratory schools at UNC institution to serve students from low-performing schools. He left his UNC position in 2018 to join HCPS. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent Dr. Sean Bolson.
Thank you, Mackenzie. It was a nice introduction. So good evening, everyone. I'm honored to have the opportunity to bring greetings for this year's celebration of the class of 2020 of Harford County's Science and Mathematics Academy. I'd like to offer a quick thank you to the teachers and staff of Aberdeen High School, especially Miss Ashley. I'd also like to thank the many other partners who contribute time and expertise to this endeavor. The collective brain power associated with SMA is truly astounding. And within that, I count both the adults who contribute to the mission of the Academy and to the students enrolled. To the class of 2020, you have experienced an unprecedented time, and I trust you have worked hard throughout. One thing this crisis has demonstrated is the incredible importance of scientists, designers, innovators, and problem solvers in our society. We're relying on them to pull us through this time, and we'll be looking to this year's graduates to solve the next wave of challenges that we will be facing, and we are so proud of each and every one of you. Enjoy this evening's celebration.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bolson, for your kind words and encouragement for our students, and thank you for joining us this evening. Elijah Doyle, please join me to bring on our next guest.
Hello, my name is Elijah Doyle, and I'm a junior at the Science and Mathematics Academy. I've loved my time here. I've made some fantastic friends, and I've been exposed to some pretty unique opportunities that I'm very grateful for. It is my pleasure to introduce Board of Education member Dr. David Bauer. Dr. Bauer is an engineer working on the evaluation side of test and evaluation with the Department of Defense. He earned his PhD in the field of computer engineering from the Georgia Institute of Technology. He has long had an interest in education and did a variety of tutoring and student teaching in high school, college, and graduate school. Dr. Bauer and his wife, Annalise, have lived in Harford County since early 2010. They also have a daughter who attends HCPS. Please join me in welcoming Board Member Dr. David Bauer, representing the Harford County Public School Board of Education.
I'm sorry, Dr. Bauer, we weren't able to work out the unmute for you. I'm so sorry that you're muted and that we can't hear you, but you still get a complete credit for being here this evening, and we really appreciate it. We knew we would have some kind of technology issue. Honestly, I'm just glad it didn't happen to me. So thank you so much. Sorry. Each year, members of the Science and Mathematics Academy senior class vote to select one senior to reflect upon the class's 4 years at the Science and Mathematics Academy. This year, the senior class chose Mr. Cameron Hobbs. Please join us, Cameron.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank you all for attending the Science and Mathematics Academy 2020 Virtual Gallery Walk and Awards Ceremony. This year's graduating class worked extremely hard over 4 years to get to this night, and we appreciate you coming to support and celebrate our accomplishments, even if it's not in the most traditional fashion. I would also like to thank my classmates for selecting me to represent them tonight. A wise man once told us that if we wasted 1 minute of every class period for all 90 class periods, we would have wasted a total of 90 minutes or 1 full class period. With this information in mind, let me get right to it and not waste any of your time. Because we are all in our own homes with our cameras and microphones off, I will not get to hear the laughter of each of my classmates and see them smile as I talk about the inside jokes and experiences we've had over the last 4 years. That being said, I still think it is important to highlight some of these moments one last time before we move on. The SMA class of 2020 sure did not start off on the best foot when at our summer orientation, we decided it would be a good idea to jump the fence around the baseball field and play kickball. Before Miss Ashley had even learned our names, she was already mad at us. Our reputation didn't improve much throughout freshman year, especially when we accidentally released multiple generations of fruit flies into the 3rd floor. Mr. Chapman was not too happy to find out that the flies we were supposed to be observing were either dead or flying around other classrooms. This tradition of letting our teachers down continued into sophomore year when nobody could seem to make a working hovercraft. I'm willing to bet that there are more students that cut their fingers on homemade fan blades than students that produced a successful product. Junior year, we started to hit our stride. We did all our work, we had some fun, and mostly everybody finished all SRT assignments, a job that sounds a lot easier than it actually was. And finally, there was senior year. We have all completed our capstone projects and are counting down the minutes until Friday, our last day as high school students. With that, I would like to remind you all of something SMA 2019 alum Matthew Varghese said last year. His quote was, "Each SMA graduating class leaves behind a legacy." The SMA teachers, specifically Mr. Evans, will never hear Crab Rave again, or at least if they do, they will always think of the class of 2020. That song leaves with us, as embarrassing as it is to admit. The second legacy coming from a painting of Peppa Pig that was carried around all day of pep rally. This painting received so many looks of confusion and disappointment that I don't think anyone will ever forget it. Although it now lives in Gabe's house, it will forever hold a place in our hearts. Finally, before I wrap it up, I just want to give some more recognition to my classmates. The people who I've spent the last 4 years with have been the most amazing classmates I could have asked for. Every day they were hardworking and challenged everyone in the classroom. So thank you to them for making high school fun and wonderful. For those not in the SMA, the best way I can explain it is like a roller coaster. The application process is like the line. You're both anxious and excited. You can't wait to get on. However, when you do get on and you're all strapped in, you look to your left and to your right and say, "Oh no, what have I gotten myself into?" It starts and you're terrified of the next drop or loop. Some don't even make it through the entire ride, and that makes you question your decisions even more. And then you're almost to the end when the ride breaks down and stops, leaving you hanging upside down for the last 3 months of your senior year. Now the class of 2020's trip is over and we are back in the station. And I think I speak for everyone when I say the next ride won't be nearly as scary. Teachers, thank you all. And Miss Ashley, you can now continue with the virtual award ceremony.
Thank you so much, Cameron. It was so nice to hear your face, and I know your classmates were laughing because I was definitely chuckling too. I think Dr. Bauer was able to fix his audio, so I will throw it back to him if he would like to give his remarks. Oh, okay, let's keep it rolling then. So this year we will be presenting 11 awards to 13 different deserving students. The recipient of each of these awards were chosen by the SMA staff after much thought, consideration, and virtual meetings. Seniors, if your name is called, please turn on your camera and microphone to receive your award and make a few comments if you're so moved to. When you finish, please turn your camera and microphone off again. Mr. Blythe is going to kick things off by presenting the Bill Richardson Award for Creative Vision.
The recipient of the award for vision is a student who is goal-oriented and represents the SMA both in and outside of school. A student who is multi-talented. This award is given each year in memory of SMA founder Bill Richardson. This student is an athlete, scholar, and member of multiple clubs and organizations. Their outgoing, happy, and positive attitude is infectious. They are diligent in their studies. They are always willing to help others and befriend everyone. They also have a great collection of hockey jerseys. This student will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in mechanical engineering. The recipient of the 2020 Bill Richardson Award for Vision is Cameron Hobbs.
Thank you, everyone. Mom, Dad, you can begin. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate everything you've done for me over the last 4 years.
Well-deserved award, Cameron. Next, Ms. McDonough will present the Bob Johnson Award for Perseverance and Problem Solving.
Good evening, everyone. The recipient of the award for problem solving is tenacious, passionate about math and science and engineering. This award is given each year in honor of SMA founder Bob Johnson. In the absence of a working mentor, this student really did exemplify the characteristic of problem solving. His persistence through the guidance of his amazing faculty advisor and assistant faculty advisor, Mr. Evans, proved to be his strength to complete his capstone project. With a little encouragement, he ventured outside the traditional SRT classroom to collaborate with an engineer to learn how to program one of our never used pieces of equipment in the SMA in order to fabricate parts for his project. He worked through the process of 3D modeling with Autodesk Fusion 360, using a CNC mill, laser cutter, and 3D printer to create the parts for his collaborative project. His mission to have the perfect poster in the SMA has led to many emails, messages, and rewrites, but that is the tenacious nature of this student. The student selected to receive this award will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in mechanical engineering. The recipient of the 2020 Bob Johnson Award for Problem Solving is Evan Demos.
Thank you. I wouldn't be where I am today without all of you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Evan. Next, Ms. Gabriel will present the C. Warren Mullins Award for Leadership and Service.
Hi, guys. The recipient of the award for leadership has served others within the school and community. He has demonstrated outstanding creativity, intelligence, and problem-solving abilities. This award is given each year to honor SMA founder C. Warren Mullins. I have never, ever seen the recipient of this award without a genuine, jolly good smile on his face. He lights up a room with his kindness, his coolness, and his ability to be a class clown. His attention to detail, work ethic, and unrelenting positive attitude made him a shoe-in for this award, although he might need a bigger shoe for his brand new broken ankle. He is the champion of character, the one with the effortless effervescence. He is that friend that makes everybody feel like somebody. He is an exemplary model of selflessness, and his efforts in service and leadership in the community and school clubs and his lacrosse team are incredibly commendable and make us all very, very proud. The student chosen for this award will attend West Virginia University to major in mechanical and aerospace engineering. The recipient of the 2020 C. Warren Mullins Award for Leadership and Service is Connor Davis.
Thank you everyone for everything, and the last 4 years were great. That worked.
Awesome job, Connor. Ms. Gabriel and Ms. McDonough will both now be back to present two deserving students with the Denis Kirkwood Award for Exceptional Work Ethic.
Hi.
Oh, do I go first? Guys, you're used to this. Okay, the recipients of the Award for Work Ethic have proven that hard work pays off. These students have balanced the expectation of the SMA program and outside activities with grace and determination.
This award is given each year to honor SMA founder Denis Kirkwood. We have two amazing students receiving this award. From the very beginning, it was evident that this student would persevere. Surviving surgery for an appendicitis before the beginning of senior year, learning a new coding language for completion of the capstone project, and working diligently while others around them were playing pranks or throwing objects around the room showed their amazing work ethic. And even though this student did not get a chance to play baseball in their senior year, they pitched a no-hitter in the category of capstone projects. Their work with the freshmen as a leader, friend, and role model exemplified the character of this student. The student chosen to receive this award will be attending West Virginia University, majoring in mechanical engineering.
And we have a second student deserving of this award. She demonstrated an incredible 4 years of excellence. She is very quiet and humble, even though she is class ranked #1. She is a role model for kindness and friendship, and certainly patience. For example, she can somehow manage to keep the attention of a room full of computer science obsessed delinquents while speaking to them with a straight out impeccable English accent, or maybe Scottish, or maybe Irish. I mean, she can throw down a wicked Irish dance. All the while, she can plan a class party without blinking an eye. She has demonstrated abilities to work efficiently and at an exemplary level day after day and year after year. The student chosen to receive this award will be majoring in management sustainable development at the University of St. Andrews, all the way in Scotland.
The recipients of the 2020 Denis Kirkwood Award for Work Ethic are
Kate Foy
and Adam Sedlecki.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations, both Kate and Adam. Next up, we have Mr. Evans to present the Donna Clem Award for Spirit and Purpose.
Good evening. The recipient of the Award for Spirit and Charisma exhibits an outgoing attitude that motivates others. This award is given each year to honor SMA founder Donna Clem. This student has a way of entertaining us in class, even if he is not part of the class, as he will turn around and he will just have appeared out of thin air. His continual smile and positive attitude will be missed. His memes will not be missed, even if some of them are a little bit funny. This student will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in computer engineering. The recipient of the 2020 Donna Clem Award for Spirit and Charisma is Suan Hong.
Oh, well, no,
Yeah!
Mr. Evans, you admitted my memes are funny. Thank you.
I knew that was going to be Suwon's takeaway from that, by the way. I will be presenting the next award. The recipient of the award for character and integrity has demonstrated the ability to pull people together for a common cause. The award is given each year to honor SMA founder Bryan Simmons. The recipient of this award is a truly outstanding student. He has an incredible work ethic, humbleness, and sense of humor that are sure to take him far. The kindness and joy that he emanates are infectious, especially when he's taking my order at the Chick-fil-A drive-in window. This student selected to receive this award will attend West Virginia University to major in mathematics. The recipient of the 2020 Bryan Simmons Award for Character and Integrity is Gabe Cardella.
Hi, thank you. And if you guys ever want to come through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, feel free.
Next, we have Mr. Sherritt to present the Science, Research, and Technology Award.
Hello, everyone. Hope you can all hear me. This student's commitment to the scientific process and his inventive mind have resulted in a phenomenal senior research project entitled Improving Fluid Detection Accuracy on the BD Max with Machine Learning. As a student, he's an active listener, and in class he asks insightful questions and is a great team player when it comes to group work. He's an amazing peer tutor who's patient and generous with his time. He will be attending University of Maryland, College Park to major in computer engineering. Please congratulate the 2020 Science, Research, and Technology Award recipient, Daniel Koshko.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Yep.
Way to go, Dan. You definitely had an awesome SRT4 project. Mr. Simmons, please join us to present our next award for Excellence in Science.
Good evening, everyone. The SMA Science Award goes to a student who demonstrates passion, understanding, and command of all disciplines of science. This year's recipient displays a true love and excitement for the sciences and has been a pleasure to teach and watch grow. He has excelled in AP Chemistry, AP Environmental Science, AP Physics, and various other science electives. His attention to detail and safety, his trustworthiness, and his reliability to always come through with a great product has made him an excellent model for his peers. Furthermore, he's always willing to help a fellow classmate in need. This sense of dependability, which all of his classmates can attest to, has also been apparent in his steadfast participation as an officer of the Science National Honor Society and his leadership with Aberdeen High's first ever Chemathon Club. I personally will also miss him as an extremely reliable and hardworking chemistry lab assistant. He completed his capstone project on utilizing machine learning to solve problems involving equivalent mutants. He will be attending the Georgia Institute of Technology to major in computer science. Please congratulate this year's SMA Science Award recipient, Salman Nasir.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for the award. Thank you to my teachers and my peers for motivating me throughout the last 4 years.
Congratulations, Salman, well deserved. Next will be Ms. Gabriel presenting a second Excellence in Science Award.
This year's recipient loves to hang out at any and all teachers' desks. He cracks many amusing jokes while at the helm. During homeroom, he pretends he and Mr. Evans are co-workers planning for the day. During SRT, he finds excuses to commandeer time from his peers by asking a million questions, even though he is perfectly capable of answering most of them himself. He relishes in keeping all of his teachers company. He makes us all laugh a lot. He will talk about anything, unless he is escaping Mrs. McDonough's room in his invisibility cloak to visit other teachers. But we forgive him because his homemade cupcakes are amazing. He displays true passion for problem solving as he demonstrated all year while tackling his SRT research project. He had many hiccups and constantly embraced learning about new scientific knowledge. He has been a joy to teach, and it has been a pleasure to watch him grow as an incredible school and community role model. This amazing student will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in accounting. Please congratulate this year's SMA Science Award recipient, Benjamin Solomon.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting this one. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, Ben. Next, Ms. Liberto will be presenting an Excellence in Mathematics Award. Okay, I will be presenting the Excellence in Mathematics Award. The SMA Mathematics Award goes to a student who demonstrates passion, understanding, and command in mathematics. This student has displayed a true love and affinity for mathematics through his work in Intro to Math Logic, Linear Algebra, AP Stat, AP Calc AB, AP Calc BC, and AP Computer Science, earning A's in all of these classes. His ability to logically question and approach problems is truly inspiring. His focus, organization, and leadership are traits that will take him far. He will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in computer science. Please join me in congratulating this year's Excellence in Mathematics recipient, Russell Chu.
Thank you.
Next, Mr. Simmons will be presenting the Ambassador Award.
Hello again. The Ambassador Award goes to a student who has acted as a spokesperson for the SMA within the school and the professional community. The SMA staff has always been able to count on this student when volunteers were needed for any event. His willingness to help others and his positive, charismatic approach to making everyone feel engaged and welcome is contagious in and out of the classroom. He not only modeled what it means to be an excellent student, but what it means to carry that positive impact of education and the camaraderie of his fellow students out to the entire school and the professional community in general. He completed his capstone project on determining the impact of South Georgia Island on Atlantic Ocean surface wind patterns. He will be attending the University of Maryland College Park to major in cybersecurity. Please congratulate this year's recipient, Nathan Blanken.
Thank you, Mr. Simmons. Thanks to all my classmates and all my teachers. It's been an amazing 4 years. I'm so excited to see where everyone goes in the future and all the amazing things we do. Thank you.
Congratulations, Nathan, well deserved. I will be presenting the final award for this evening, which is the overall Science and Mathematics Academy Student Award. This award goes to a student who has embraced the interdisciplinary nature of the Science and Math Academy. Her love of science and math and desire to continually question and learn make her an ideal student and future scientist. Her coursework reflects her dedication to the study of science and mathematics. She will be attending Johns Hopkins University to major in medical sciences and humanities, molecular and cellular biology. Please congratulate this year's recipient, Faith Obilo.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for the honor. It's been one great ride, and I can't wait to see what we do next. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Faith. I would also like to recognize Brittany Wedington, the designer of this year's challenge coin. These coins commemorate all of your hard work and dedication. You will receive your coin during your in-person graduation appointment at Aberdeen High School in June. Brittany, feel free to come on if you'd like to congratulate.
Hey! Thanks! Oh my God, I wasn't expecting this. Oh, thank you so much.
It really is an awesome coin, and I'm excited for you guys to see them in June. So next, Palin Chen, please join me to celebrate to present our keynote speaker.
Hello, my name is Palin Chen, and I am a junior at the Science and Mathematics Academy. In this program, I got exposed to many different fields of engineering and science. This special experience gave me the opportunity to discover my interest in the STEM field. Lieutenant Junior Grade Lucy Wright is a 2012 graduate from the Science and Mathematics Academy at Aberdeen High School. In high school, she was involved in many extracurricular activities like the Green Team, National Honor Society, and French National Honor Society. She played field hockey, lacrosse, and even moonlighted as the Aberdeen Eagle at football and basketball games. As a senior, she was a recipient of the Alcesky Award and was recognized as a National Merit Scholar. After graduating from the SMA, she reported to the United States Coast Guard Academy, where she majored in marine and environmental science and captained the women's lacrosse team. As a cadet, she focused her studies on Arctic oceanography and climate change science, while also becoming proficient in nautical science. In 2016, she was commissioned as an officer and reported to her first unit, the Coast Guard cutter Spencer, as a deck watch officer in Boston, Massachusetts. On the ship, she patrolled the waters of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans for drug smuggling and illegal fisheries activity, traveling as far north as Iceland and navigating the ship through the Panama Canal 6 times as the assistant navigator on board. From the cutter, she reported to Coast Guard Sector Boston, where she currently serves as a response ashore officer conducting search and rescue, law enforcement, living marine resources, and pollution response missions along the coast of the state of Massachusetts, extending out to 200 miles. Please join me in welcoming SMA graduate and our keynote speaker, Lieutenant Junior Grade Lucy Wright.
Hi, I hope everyone can hear me. I'll try to fix that. Good evening. I just want to say that it's really, really nice to see all of my teachers from the SMA. I hope you guys all remember me as much as I remember you. I would also be regretful if I did not mention that it is Safe Boating Week this week. So if you're going out on the water, wear your life jackets. I'm honored to address you on this momentous occasion. Thinking back to my own SMA graduation, 8 years does not feel that long ago, and yet so much has changed. It is crazy that we find ourselves gathering like this on Microsoft Teams in our own homes, responding to the new and ever-evolving normal. But this capacity to innovate, create, and evolve is exactly what the SMA experience strives to instill. In my capstone project back in 2012, I presented research on the performance of fabricated through thickness reinforcement in composite materials, basically called needling. I worked for 2 summers at Aberdeen Proving Ground, manually stabbing sheets of fiberglass with Kevlar-loaded needles. I went back to visit while I was at the Coast Guard Academy, and APG had purchased a machine that did the same exact function, but more precisely and twice as fast. Although slightly ironic, considering all of the blisters that I had incurred during my capstone project, I was really excited to see that my initial research had been continued and expanded. The skills and work ethics that I gained at the Aberdeen Science and Mathematics Academy more than prepared me for college, and even now continue to give me an edge. As you all prepare for your next chapter in life, know that what this world needs now, more than anything, is leaders and innovators willing to put in the hard work needed to identify challenges and do the critical thinking necessary to develop solutions. We need smart leaders who understand the difference between right and wrong and who are brave enough to stand up for what is just. As we know, humans can disagree on pretty much anything. Sometimes we cannot even agree on our goals, let alone how to reach them. But any way you look at it, the ability to think for yourselves, listen to and work with other people, and effectively communicate will always be important to achieving most any objective. The challenges of today are not only the same challenges that the challenges of today are not the same challenges that your parents faced, and they will most likely not be the same challenges that your children will face. We don't know what is to come next, but what we can do is be prepared and willing to be adaptable and hardworking. The ways in which you combat these hard things will define you as a generation and set the tone for those to come. It is now your turn to join the fight. Whether you are getting a job right away or starting college, thinking now about how you want to fit in and where your skills and interests can be best applied. As a response officer in the Coast Guard, my duties focus on 3 key missions of the oldest seagoing service: search and rescue, law enforcement, and environmental stewardship. I execute our search and rescue mission by standing watch as a command duty officer in a sector command center here in Boston, soon to be Seattle. For a 24-hour watch period, I'm responsible for representing the captain of the port, conducting and facilitating all Coast Guard missions for the entire coastline of the state of Massachusetts out to 200 nautical miles. Some of these missions include search and rescue, maritime law enforcement, maintaining aids to navigation, and port security, to name a few. No pressure, right? The qualification process for this position was daunting. 15 24-hour training watches on top of learning volumes of technical and legal rules and procedures, as well as how to interact with the public and families of missing persons. I was also required to memorize every rock, cliff, and island along the coastline of the state of Massachusetts. In case you're wondering, we have 3 egg rocks. The bottom line is that when preparing to earn this qualification, you have to be ready for anything and everything, not knowing what any given watch might bring. I have to say that my first really memorable case happened last summer. We had a busy day, as most summer days are, and I was standing the watch as a search and rescue planner. We received a call from a fishing charter boat that was operating between some jetties. The fishing charter had witnessed a collision between another fishing charter boat and a small recreational vessel. The job of the command center is to take the call, evaluate the situation, assess all available options, and coordinate the response, with an initial response time of no longer than 5 minutes. My watch team was able to access a camera view that gave us a pretty accurate picture of an overturned vessel. I launched our station small boat immediately to respond and broadcasted a call on the radio to look out for people in the water in that area. The smaller boat had 4 people on board, including a small child, and it had capsized after colliding with the larger vessel. We had eyes on 3 of the 4 people on board, and we vectored nearby vessels to recover them safely from the water, leaving 1 person trapped beneath the overturned vessel. The crazy thing is that we were watching this on the camera, so we knew there was a person trapped underneath this vessel that we saw that was overturned. The seconds that passed felt like hours, waiting for our team to rescue the final person amidst the chaos of gathering boats and shouting on the radio. In the end, the rescue was successful and everyone survived. This case was extremely impactful to me, but it had a happy ending, resulting in everyone living. I think what hardens you most as a watchstander is that even when a case is run perfectly, we might not always get that happy ending. But when we do run a case well and are able to save someone's life, it reminds us why we came to work in the first place. To bring it home, I challenge you to work hard, study hard, and prepare yourself to make a meaningful contribution to your chosen fields. Like a watchstander, you will have to learn a lot about an awful lot of things to make sure that you can respond effectively to each individual assignment or unexpected challenge. You never know on any given day what you may be called to do, but whatever the future brings, you'll know that you are more than capable to succeed and thrive in any adversity that you face. As we say in the Coast Guard, semper paratus, or always ready. About a year ago, I was asked to present a high school senior with her appointment to the Coast Guard Academy. Before the ceremony began, she and I were talking and learning a little bit about one another. She caught me off guard by asking me how it felt to have my life so together and to have everything figured out. It took me a moment to come up with an answer. And I told her the honest truth that I feel very fortunate to love my job, to be in a great relationship, and to have lots of interesting and fulfilling opportunities that I find in my career field. I also said that I rarely feel like I have full control or that I have my life together. The truth is that it's not a bad thing to not be comfortable, because as cheesy as it is to say, there's no growth in the comfort zone. I would like to thank you so much for having me this evening. I look forward to hearing about your many, many successes, and I'm excited for you to begin this incredible adventure. Stay safe, work hard, be kind to your fellow humans, and remember to find happiness in the little things. Congratulations, class of 2020. You have truly great and exciting times ahead. Thank you.
Of course, we remember you, Lucy. Thank you so much. It was so nice to hear from you and to see you. For me, it seems like just yesterday you were a freshman sitting in my honors algebra 2 class. I can't believe that it's already been 8 years since you've graduated from high school. To celebrate I'm not sure how much you guys missed, but I'm going to read your names and your project titles. Please feel free to turn your camera and microphone on and wave to the crowd, then turn your camera and microphone off again so we can welcome the next student. Kyle Addy, developing software to analyze metadata from the Twitter API to identify trends.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hannah Armstrong, measuring ground reaction forces with shoe insole sensors. Max Behringer, the effects of aerosolized opioids on the hearts of ferrets. Are you there, Max?
Hi, thank you.
Cade Bergeron, protein regulators of endoplasmic rectilium exodosis TALK1.
Thank you.
Nathan Blanken, impacts of South Georgia Island on southern Atlantic ocean surface wind patterns, wind shadows, and corner accelerations.
Thank you.
John Byers, designing and fabricating an autonomous release for a UAV CBRNE sensor system.
Thank you.
Dylan Capolongo, developing a logic unit to command a system that corrects air traffic communication errors.
Hi, thank you so much. Go Eagles!
Gabriel Cardella, creating a predictive model for G-force experience by a fighter pilot in combat.
Thank you.
Thomas Carey, antibiotic use in companion animals at the veterinary treatment facilities.
Come on, what happened?
Russell Cho, modifying LE modification of electronic timber using the Fourier transform. Zachary Coogan, assessing the need for short and long-term hearing protection training.
Thank you.
Yay,
And the picture is great.
Emma Cook, using EEG power analysis to detect nerve agent-induced seizure recurrence after treatment with ketamine or propofol.
Yay! Thank you.
Caroline Davis, the effectiveness of antiviral drugs against HSV and their interactions with human liver and kidney S9.
Thank you.
Connor Davis, optimization of hydrogen embrittlement effects in high-strength steels. William Davis, replicating the Instron 3340 using a vernier structures and materials tester.
That'll lean in there.
Hi.
Evan Demos, mechanically engineering a custom thermal cycler. Nate Dimmick, testing the electrical performance of different concentration of agarose gel.
Thank you.
Ryan Dunning, developing a computer interface for a custom thermocycler.
Thank you.
Nathaniel Eilman, detonation analysis using neural networks. Catherine Foy, mapping urban tree canopies over impervious surfaces in Bel Air. Cameron Hobbs, using robotic process automation to create intelligent tools.
Thank you, everybody.
Suan Hong, development of a control system for a PCR thermocycler. Ian Jones, characterization of hardness, residual stress, and porosity of boron carbide, silicon carbide laminates.
Yay!
Daniel Kushko, improving fluid detection accuracy on the BD Max with machine learning. Sophia Knapp, writing code in C to process and visualize deformation gradients.
Hello. Thank you.
Jared Krajek, predicting nitrate levels in Maryland drinking water.
Yay!
Hannah Lee, developing an assay to explore the relationship between enzyme and reactivator during reactivation. Samantha Lean, analyzing the finger tracking accuracy of distance and motion sensors.
Woo!
Emily Linz, stereotaxic atlas of the nerve agent exposed to rat brain. Amal Menon, using machine learning to detect rare events in molecular dynamics simulations.
Yay!
Salman Nasir, utilizing machine learning to solve the equivalent mutant problem.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Faith Obilo, adapting a feasible mindness intervention for women in methadone, taking methadone to prevent relapse.
Thank you, everyone.
David Ogu, engineering a novel method for detecting SQL injections through string type analysis.
Oh, thank you.
Nicholas Pappas, developing and testing software capable of retrieving avionics software version information on various military aircrafts.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nick.
Christopher Pappas, analyzing transit data to determine the habitability of exoplanets.
Thank you. Oh wait, my camera's off. Thank you.
Sebastian Rosado, establishing a relationship between nerve agent-induced seizures and body temperature.
Let's go!
Mark Rosser, feasibility of using indigenous materials as fillers for 3D printing media.
Thank you.
All right, Mark. Yeah.
Adam Sidlecki, optical detection of defective conveyor belt rollers.
Thank you.
Matthew Simoni, human influence affecting machine learning through navigation. Benjamin Solomon, delineating floodplains of rivers in Maryland using HEC-RAS one-dimensional analysis.
Hey everyone, I've been told my camera was not working last time, so I'm hoping it works now.
You're
Thank
good,
you.
Ben. We can see ya.
Okay.
Nice to see your face. Alex Trexler, developing a self-sealing shear force suction cup for climbing robots.
Hi. Thanks.
Jacob Wheeler, altering the surface chemistry of carbon fibers through electrochemistry.
Thank you, everybody.
Way to go, Jake.
Brittany Wedington, analyzing evolutionary and domestication events of Old World camels. Kyle Williford, researching the benefits of containerized software.
Yeah.
Joshua Zabozny, creating a machine learning algorithm to detect clickbait articles.
That's my brother!
And Emma Zimmerman, using MATLAB to create a desktop program that analyzes squat form.
Yay!
Please join me in bringing on Mr. Quigg to make some remarks to the class of 2020.
Good evening. I would once again like to thank everyone for joining us for this evening's recognition. As you've seen, our students should be commended for their tireless pursuit of excellence and their fortitude in the face of many challenges. While we celebrate our scholars at a turning point in their careers, they have already demonstrated the tenacity and dedication necessary to achieve great things. In an ever-changing world, we recognize that each of us is better because of these young men and women who are dedicated to leading and changing the world we live in. As my staff knows, I love a good quote, and one I shared this week feels appropriate for tonight's occasion. The quote's from Muhammad Ali, and it reads, "Don't count the days, but rather make the days count." Seniors, my hope is that you truly hold on to these moments, enjoying the fruits of your labor and making each day count as you move forward. Finally, I want you to know that it's a great personal privilege to serve as principal of Aberdeen High School and see the amazing work of both students and our staff. I can honestly say that we have the best staff a student could ask for. They've connected with our students at all levels and have more than prepared students for life after high school. A special thanks goes out to Miss Ashley and all of the SMA teachers for all they've done to prepare our students for this moment and moments to come. Once again, I thank all of you for joining us, and congratulations to all of our students that we've recognized this evening. Thank you and have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Quigg. For the students, you guys have no idea how nice it was for us to see your faces. We've definitely been missing you guys, and we know you've been missing each other. Before we end tonight's festivities, I would like to take a moment to express my appreciation to each of our seniors. On behalf of the entire SMA faculty, thank you. Thank you for embracing the challenging coursework. Thank you for enduring long bus rides. Thank you for making your education a priority. Without you, the SMA would not be the school that it is. You make me hopeful for the future, and I cannot wait to find out about all the amazing things you will go on to accomplish. As you leave high school and move on to bigger and better things, please keep in touch. You have no idea how inspiring your future success is to your former teachers. This concludes this evening's festivities. Thank you all for joining us from the comfort of your own homes. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining.
Bye, Miss Ashley.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 You.
Bye. Thank you.